and throw right away. Oh, he's going to for a Gator touchdown. Quarterback, a long touchdown pass on this opening drive.
And truth is arms and realize you've completed a touchdown pass, your confidence goes.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. And then that's taken up close to the 40. The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's right off the bat. It's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Wilhoit, room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, George. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, George got his man complete over the middle. That's Brady. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The result of 1st down is a quick slant gets him 14. They'll run now with Wilhoit. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. George looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, George. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Kalo Alexander there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive.
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way, so it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts to how the speed really picks up in this game and if he's able to get rid of the football.
And think about it, Charles. That's the first time he's hit the ground with a sack since his high school days. He played in a couple spring games, but those were non-contact for the quarterback.
Yeah, they're wearing a different color jersey. No one hits the QB, even in the spring game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Carroll. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carroll to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013. There he goes left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Florida State touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Carroll, the Charles Sumner. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. On 1st down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Isaiah Streets with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So a blistering start to this first half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes? Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Off play action. George. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A play Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Back to throw. Carroll. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 1st and 10, Florida. From the gun, Carroll. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Looking to throw. Carroll. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Isaiah Streets on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Florida now after the touchdown. Back out to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. I'm
ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, George. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. George to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. Wow, I mean, you talk about a guy catching fire. That is now 5 touchdown passes in his haven't even hit halftime yet. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
We got this.
So we're at halftime, and it's been all Gators thus far.
Let's go.
Hey, kid. Just checking in with you. How'd you feel about the first half?
play. Let's go.
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of wheeze in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey,
Coach,
really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return.